It'd be wrong to think that the border is open. It is not open. And I just want to be very, very clear about that.
Well, it looks like the Biden administration have been given more time to figure out the border crisis. Pressure was put on the White House as the health order Title 42 was set to end on Wednesday. It gives Border Patrol agents the right to on the spot expel migrants back to their home country or to Mexico in order to protect the health of American citizens because of COVID-19. It was implemented at the beginning of the pandemic under Donald Trump and was extended under the Biden administration, but was officially set to end tomorrow. Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts has now put a temporary hold on ending it. The Department of Homeland Security said, as required by the Supreme Court's administrative stay order, the Title 42 public health order will remain in effect at this time, and individuals who attempt to enter the United States unlawfully will continue to be expelled to Mexico. The health order had been working. As of November, US Customs and Border Protection data showed authorities have turned away migrants 2.5 million times since the health order began. If it ended tomorrow, it was predicted the number of illegal immigrants crossing into the United States could increase to 10,000 daily apprehensions. That had worried a lot of people, especially the states that border Mexico and bear the brunt of it all. It comes after White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre had copped a rinsing in a media conference today. She was faced with pressure from journalists to explain how the Biden administration was going to tackle the border crisis. And this is a crisis, make no mistake. The 2022 fiscal year saw 2.2 million encounters at the border, which was over 500,000 more than the year before. The 2023 fiscal year, which only started on September 30, has already seen over 200,000 encounters. And yet, the Biden administration keeps attempting to reassure the public that the border is not open and they are using Title 8 to remove migrants. The Biden administration were being inundated with questions on why they couldn't just extend the health order.
We remained under a court order to lift Title 42. That is a court order. That is a court order that is telling us to lift Title 42, and we're going to comply because we follow the rule of law.
But the administration sought to lift it.
But it is a court order.
But that started by you guys.
It was a court order that has been provided to us, and so now we have to comply.
So what is Vice President Kamala Harris doing about the border? Because Biden's teammate was named the border czar, meaning that this was put in her domain to tackle. But VP Harris has copped a lot of backlash for her lack of input into the border, especially given the fact that she's only visited it once and she went to El Paso.
You know, the president appreciates the partnership that he has with the vice president. You're right, that has been her charge to work in a diplomatic way in finding the root causes of migration. I don't have anything to lay out specifically on what that work looks like, but again, we appreciate her partnership, and I would probably refer you to her office on anything specific.
But will the president even go to the border? A few weeks ago, Joe Biden was scheduled to go to Arizona for a visit. When he was asked whether he would go and visit the border at Arizona to see the situation there, he said he had more important things going on. This angered many people as the situation at the border proved to be one of the biggest political issues at the midterm elections. So is there at least a trip on the horizon for Joe Biden?
You said I've addressed this before. Look, the president's focus right now is to come up with solutions. It's focused on making sure that we have the resources to manage the challenges that we're seeing at the border. And right now, as you know, we have a budget request in front of Congress. And again, if congressional Republicans are serious about dealing with the challenges that we're seeing at the border, they will assist.
One of the hardest hit spots currently is El Paso in Texas. They are seeing around 2,500 migrants crossing the border every single day in the last week, which is a 40% increase compared with October. Take a look at these pictures where hundreds of migrants from Central and South America line up hoping to be processed into the country. It has gotten so bad that El Paso Mayor Oscar Lessa issued a state of emergency declaration to allow the city to tap into additional resources. Mayor Lessa, who is a Democrat, said asylum seekers as well as citizens are not safe and it's not the way to treat people. But the Biden administration say they are doing the work.
But again, we are doing the work. The president has been doing the work at the border since day one.